We have now reached the final part of our journey together. Let's take a moment and reflect. Throughout this course, we have seen how navigating the product life cycle isn't a one-size-fits-all approach. Every product is unique, but what remains constant is the need for clear strategy, continuous learning, and customer centricity. At each stage, whether you are launching something new, scaling it, or pivoting from decline, there are strategic levers you can pull. And now you are better equipped to recognize them and act with clarity. It is important to remember the product life cycle is not always linear. You may not simply go from introduction to growth to maturity to decline. Sometime a product experiences a growth slump maturity pattern. Other time it goes through cycle recycle where you relaunch it with a new feature or market. And in many modern innovations, the curve looks more scalloped with multiple rises and renewals due to AI integration, new platform, or customer need. As a product leader, your job is to see these patterns, not as problem, but as opportunity. Let's quickly recap what we covered. In ideation and introduction, the focus is on problem validation, prototyping, and early adopters. In growth, it is about scaling, customer acquisition, and experience optimization. Maturity brings the needs for retention strategies, differentiation, and operational excellence. And in decline, your strategy could be revitalization, pivoting, or responsible retirement. At each stage, your mindset, your metrics, and your method need to evolve, need to grow. To summarize the things, I have shared this table with all of you so that you can look into once and apply these as a guideline. So what does it take to thrive in this landscape? Here are 4 key principles I want you to carry forward. Embrace agility, use data and AI as navigational instruments, design for change, nurture a culture of experimental. Product evolve, market shift. Your ability to adapt fast is your competitive edge. That's why I'm saying embrace agility. Don't fly blind. Let insight guide your iterations and investment and use AI, use data, use insights. Build flexible into your roadmap, your team, and even your track. That's why we are designing for change. Innovations happen when we are not afraid to test, learn, and pivot. That's why I mentioned nurture a culture of experimentation. Great product leadership isn't about knowing all the answer. It is about knowing the right question at the right time with the right tool. As we conclude, take a look at the full journey we have walked together. We started with understanding of the product life cycle, explored strategy of each stages, dived into real-world tools, AI practices, and use case. Also, we discussed how to drive sustainable growth and purposeful innovation. You are not just finishing a course, you are entering a new chapter. As now you are more empowered, strategic product leader. So here is my final message to you. Stay curious, stay bold, let your product evolve, and let thinking grow from them. Thank you for being part of this journey. I wish you all the best in your product career and product journey, and can't wait to see the impact you will create. Thank you.